friends, it is early afternoon on Monday, the 26th, 27th? I don't know anymore. Hard to see, but I have bread going in there. There's my timer. It is on stir. It just passed on the screen here. It will flash add, and it beeps several times. So if you want to add any kind of like nuts or chocolate chips, which I almost did, but I didn't. So this is just going to be basic plain white bread. You can see it's going in there. I have a gingerbread cookie mix sitting on my counter, getting the butter, trying to get it soft. Doesn't want it melted, just soft, so it's sitting at room temperature for now. I'm finally making food. I'll put some eggs in there when I'm all done. I have also redone my entire baking and spice cabinet. Excuse me, this is one of those 3-tier shelf thingies that's plastic. I've seen these on Amazon for pretty expensive, like almost 20 bucks. I found this at Family Dollar over the weekend for $5. So that's a win. So this is all nice and organized. I took expired stuff out and then all my baking kits there. But yeah, I'm just trying to do other non-crafty things right now just to clear my head. So yeah, there's another look at my bread in there. But I'll be back. I'll just take you with me throughout the day as I get stuff done, okay? Okay, I'm back. We are down to hour and 32 minutes left. It's on ferment, which means it's also rising, so look at that. I know my camera's glaring into the little window in there, but look at it's getting much bigger. It's definitely rising, so that's good. That means that my yeast did not go bad. I actually bought a jar of bread maker yeast, and you're supposed to refrigerate it after each use. And this only uses 1 teaspoon per 1 pound loaf, which is what I am making. I don't know why this does not want to focus today, but whatever. Anyway, so we're on ferment. It's definitely rising. That's a good thing. Now it's going to be interesting to see how this turns out. So, all right, I'll be back. Hey, friends. Monday night. I still need to figure out dinner. Yeah, I've been doing everything I could today to keep my mind occupied. So, that included, I lasted, not even 12 hours on the, something is tickling my nose. I'm sorry, that was really not cool. Anyways, I didn't even last 12 hours on a crafting vacation, shall we? Taking a break from crafting. It didn't work. It didn't work at all. I got up this morning and I had 2 days of Bible reading I had to catch up on, so I did that this morning. And then after I did that, got some laundry going, and then got some bread in the bread maker, which, by the way, the second time around was so much easier. I'm ready to venture into my bread cooking book next. I cleaned out a cupboard, my baking and spice cabinet. I took a couple clips today throughout the day, and I'll add them on to the end of this video, as well as some pictures of the bread when it was finished. I sliced it, and then I cut the slices in half because it makes it a lot easier to eat them that way. And then I made gingerbread cookies tonight. And I now officially have 3 squares of the 4. They're over here. I finished the one that I had forever ago, started on my desk. And I finished what did I do with it? There it is. This is the yarn that's left of that one skein. This was the Premier Basics Trendy. I don't even know if they sell this anymore. This was, I bought this when they released it last year, and I wanted to try it. And I had 5 skeins. If you remember, I said I'm just throwing them all together in this blanket. I don't care if it matches or not. It's going to be my happy, colorful blanket. I'm obviously going to have to go shopping in the yarn closet behind me, because it appears I'm only getting 3 of these granny squares. Well, I got 3 of these out of 1 skein, and then this was left. So this will be good for probably doing stitching for it. But that color was Bouquet, and they're a medium 4 worsted, 250 yards, 100% acrylic yarn. So there's all that. So that was for this one, for those 3. And then I just pulled out the next skein in line, which was Desert Sands. It does have some pink in there. And, well, I had to stop because, well, life, but you know, I did that. After I made my video last night, I sat down and worked on this. Yeah, let's see how many pieces that is. I will attach a picture of that to the end of this video as well. That was actually a super easy set to build. I thought it was going to be hard. Unfortunately, I think I spent more time on the warped piece. This piece here, I'm not even going to try and explain where it's warped, but it holds 4 of the petals, which are these things. It's supposed to hold them in, right? Let me find the one that's this one. So if you look, it just falls right out. Okay. So I had to contact Lego today to get a replacement piece. They're sending it out. It could take a little over 2 weeks because normal turnaround time is 11 to 15 days, I think it said. However, because of the weather, it could take longer. So that's okay. Everything else is built in the vase. And then in the set, they give a heart-shaped Lego to go with your set. You can put it in the vase like I'm going to eventually, or whatever you want to do with it. But that comes in the kit. That was really nice. I'm doing everything in my power to not go and buy the tulips, because those are just as expensive as these roses were. However, the roses were a gift, as you know. Those were an early Valentine's gift from my husband. Yeah, I'm doing everything I can not to go buy the tulips. Or I should say order them, because as we know, getting out of here is impossible right now for more than just about an hour. That's about my limit. Hurry up, run to the grocery store, get back here. Thank goodness I only live 10 minutes from Walmart. So there's that. I will also attach at the end of this video. I did get permission to share these. My daughter sent me wedding photos, so those will be attached at the end. Yeah, but that's about all I did today. I did bag up. Did get the Goodwill yarn bagged up. I have a question. I wonder. So I bought some jars from Goodwill recently. These are Pioneer Woman. They're spice jars. So there's 4 like this and 2 like this, and this is how big they are. They're all clean. I soaked them in hot water and, excuse me, I got all the labels off. And then whoever was donating these must have had these in a yard sale because there was $1 each stickers on the top of these. But they clearly had spices in them at one point because you could smell it, number one, when you opened it. And number two, it was in here. I'm clearly not going to use these in my kitchen. So I have 6 total of these size jars. What would you use them for? Help me out here. And then in that same bag of jars was just 3 lids. They're all the same. What would you use those for? I don't want to throw them away. They're so pretty. But I got all those jars and those 3 lids. It was like, was it $3.99? I think it was $3.99 for all of them, which is a great deal because the jars are all in really, really good condition. I didn't even know Pioneer Woman had spice jars. Clearly there was bigger jars that went with these though. I did take out all the rubber. There was rubber stoppers in all the jars. I took them out because I obviously don't need them. So yeah, tell me in the comments below, what would you use those jars for and what would you use the lids for? Because like I said, they're just kind of sitting on my desk right now. But yeah, I probably should go figure out what I'm going to do for dinner for myself. Mom just, all she wanted was soup. I unfortunately have come to the realization after watching her patterns with meals, or if something gets brought back to her from, like, say, McDonald's, like yesterday. And then we also brought her a smoothie back from Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Just a kids one. They're only like yay big for the kids ones. They're super small. I'm starting to finally realize that I am at a stage with her that I didn't want to ever be at, where she's afraid of anything food-wise that's given to her because she thinks something's being put in her food. Went through this with my husband's mom for a while. She didn't trust anybody. And now I'm going through it with my mom, where she's not trusting anybody. She wasted pretty much the entire McDonald's meal that we brought her back yesterday and her smoothie. Just gone. And then this morning, she didn't even want me to make her breakfast. She wanted a cup of coffee. And she sat there and watched me like a hawk. And then tonight, she just wanted soup, and she sat there and watched every move I made. I'm trying not to take it too personally, but oh my goodness. I just don't know. I don't know. But even just packaged foods that you get from the grocery store, like, you know, packaged muffins or something like that, stuff that's factory sealed, she's not even trusting that anymore. Yeah, I don't know. Try not to take it too personal, but man, it's hard. It's hard, I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, I should probably go. Like I said, though, I need to eat. I didn't eat until like 12:30 today. You'll see in the video that I'm gonna upload at the end of this that I literally just made my plant-based eggs, a couple of hash browns, and a couple of sausage patties. And I had a cranberry orange muffin with it, so that was like breakfast and lunch together. It's really bad of me to do. But anyways, yeah. I don't know. I'm doing okay though. I'm hanging in. Very thankful for our large, oversized master bedroom that has a massive walk-in closet. I say massive because my last walk-in closet, you could barely turn around in it. This one's nice and big. You could probably put a bed in there. I'm not going to, but makes a nice place to go and sit when you need to just have a moment. Or in my case tonight, just stand there and have a moment. Because as soon as my daughter sent me the wedding photos, I started crying and I was in the kitchen. Big mistake. Because Mom was drilling me. She's like, what's wrong? What happened? I had to just walk away. I'm not going to tell her right now because I don't need 1,000 questions of why didn't we go? Why didn't we travel? It's pretty obvious. But I did promise them that when I come into town next, we will have a big celebration. We'll go celebrate. We'll go to dinner. I'll just spoil them as best as I can. Gotta keep to my budget, you know? So, anyways, all right. I've said it 1,000 times. I really need to go. Just know I'm praying for you all, especially those of you who are in the path of these storms, where these storms move through the ice. Oh my gosh. I'm seeing all these reports coming in, all these tragedies, and just, oh, my heart breaks for everybody. Anyways, please stay safe, stay warm. Do not go out if you can all help it. If you're in these areas, just stay inside where it's, I pray, warm. But yeah, I love you guys. Sending hugs from the high desert of Arizona. But I'll be back with another video sometime. I don't know what it's going to be. We're going to just roll with it right now. Okay, friends? All right, till next time.